Hello Python programmers, this is AK. In this video, we are going to see about a new module that is called as PyBrain. PyBrain is an open source library for machine learning implemented using algorithms. The library offers you some easy to use the training algorithms for networks, datasets, trainers to train and test the data for the network models. Basically, PyBrain is a machine learning library for Python. Its goal is to offer flexible and easy to use the powerful algorithms for the machine learning tasks. So this is the quick introduction of PyBrain library. In this video, I explained each and every concept of PyBrain. If you are a starter in machine learning and data science, then this video will give so much knowledge in that domain. So don't skip the video, watch this video fully to grab the knowledge from this video. Wait a minute, I forgot something. I want to announce the winner names, those who given correct answer to my question that I asked in my community tab. So it's a time to announce the winner. So these people who give the correct answer to the question, and the answer for the question is PyBrain. The picture represents the PyBrain module. So congratulations to all of them who guessed that picture correctly. Let's start with the PyBrain features. Before start that, you need to know about what is meant by networks. Network is composed of modules and they are interconnected using the connections. If you want to know about the networks more clearly, then kindly check these videos. In these videos, I already explained the concept of networks. Okay, so let's back to the PyBrain. And PyBrain supports the neural networks like feed-forward network and a recurrent network. What is meant by the feed-forward network? Feed-forward network is a neural network where the information between nodes moves in forward direction of the network graph, and it will never travel backward. So this is the quick definition of the feed-forward network. Let's see how our information passes through this feed-forward network. First, the information is passed from the input nodes, next to the hidden nodes, and later it travels to the output node. So this is the workflow of the feed-forward network and the recurrent network. Recurrent network is nothing but it is similar to the feed-forward network. The only difference is that it has to remember the data at each step. History of each step has to be saved. So this is the explanation of the recurrent networks. Okay. After finishing the PyBrain features, you need to know about what kind of datasets that is used for the PyBrain. Dataset is one of the important feature for creating networks. I think all of them know about the datasets. So let's skip the definition of datasets and then I will explain what kind of datasets that is used for PyBrain. In the PyBrain module, totally two kinds of datasets are there. Supervised dataset and a classification dataset. Supervised dataset. It consists of fields of input and target. It is the simplest form of dataset and mainly used for learning tasks for the network models. And the classification dataset. It is mainly used to deal with classification problems. It takes input, target field and also an extra field called class, which is an automated backups of targets that we are given. I hope you understand these two types of datasets that is commonly used for the PyBrain. And the most important step in the PyBrain module is how to train a network model using PyBrain. When we create a network model, it will get trained based on the training data that we given to it. The network is trained properly or not, that will depend upon the prediction of test data tested on that network. The most important concept in PyBrain training is the use of backprop trainer and a train until convergence. Totally two types of trainer that is available in PyBrain. First one is the backprop trainer and second one is train until convergence. So let's see about it. The backprop trainer is a trainer that trains the parameters of a module according to a supervised or classification dataset by backpropagating the errors, and the train until convergence. It is used to train the module on the dataset until it converges. So this is the explanation of two trainers that is used in PyBrain. After we train the network model, we need to visualize the result. Okay, so you can use Matplotlib, PyPlot or Plotly or any other graphical libraries in Python. You can use any kind of visualization libraries for displaying the results in PyBrain. The final and the most important topic of PyBrain module is the workflow of the PyBrain. The workflow of the PyBrain. If you want to process the data with the PyBrain, you need to follow this workflow diagram. Initially, we have a raw data. We need to done pre-processing functionalities with the data that we have. And then we need to insert the datasets into the PyBrain workflow. In the first step, data is split up into two parts, one for training and other for testing. After the network is created, the dataset and the network are given to the trainer. The trainer trains the data on the network and classifies the output as a trained error and a validation error, which can be visualized. Finally, the tested data can be validated to see if the output matches the trained data. So this is the complete workflow of PyBrain. So that's all. So this is the concept of PyBrain module. If you want more videos like this, then show your suggestions in comments and keep support me to reach 10k subscribers on YouTube. Your support is very important to me. So kindly share our channel to your friends and colleagues, those who are interested in Python. Thanks for watching and thank you.